Hi all, let's have another in a 5 to 10 minute nutshell game. This is from the Town Memorial Rapid of 2017, a very recent event. Sveshnikov, the classic Sveshnikov, i.e. the guy that did the Sicilian Sveshnikov, well, his name is after the Sicilian Sveshnikov. He's playing white against Nikita Meskovs. Let's see, e4, and we do have a Sicilian defense, and Sveshnikov plays c3. We have knight f6, e5, knight d5, knight f3, knight c6. This is pretty standard stuff so far. c4. It seems to cramp white, but it's double-edged. Queen c7. White's e-pawn looks vulnerable. And now the energetic g5. Believe it or not, this is the top live book move to play this, try and undermine the e5 pawn. Again, these are the top moves now in live book. Pretty standard stuff. Usually knight takes e5 is played. If bishop takes this position, I don't think black's usually willing to give up the bishop. I think say knight a3, and this is annoying for black. How does black actually handle this? There's knight b5 after that, and it gets kind of nasty. This position thought to be this looks quite good for white anyway. Yeah, without the dark square bishop, it's not really very interesting from black's perspective. So knight takes e5 is played. We have knight takes g5, and again we're in live book here quite a lot. d5 is the most popular move. The second most popular is played. d6. Now knight a3. This c4 pawn is a subject of attention. Bishop d7. We have b3 trying to undermine that. Rook e1. Bishop f6. Knight takes e5. Now taking here, it looks to be exposing white a bit. Now after d4, look, there's a backward pawn on a c file. Is this a terrible thing to do? Well, actually, after knight takes c4, queen takes c4, guess what Sveshnikov plays in this position, which actually energizes his whole position here. If I give you 5 seconds starting from now, what move would you play here? Okay, bishop d3, yeah, sack the c3 pawn. Gain this tempo here, bishop b2, and in fact further harassment for the queen. We have e6, but now a very, very strong move, and logical d5. So threatening immediately to win with bishop takes f6. Black takes on b2, but now look, these dark squares are it's compromised. Queen d4, d takes e6, and now rook takes b7. There's nasty threats like bishop f5. Black castles, it doesn't seem that safe. Queen d2 threatens immediately bishop h7 check, picking up the queen. King g7, and now actually this did walk into a big tactic which wasn't played. But another strong move was played instead. So the big tactic is just rook takes e6. That does seem fine for white to play that. But also this is pretty terrifying for black. Rook e3 just to go rook g3. Because look at all these weaknesses around the king. It's pretty desperate for black. We have queen f6. Rook f3. Queen a1 check. Queen c1 now. Queen b4, so queen d4 is now on the cards. Rook c5, we have check. Rook e5. And here it does seem rook g3 is really good for white as well as what is played. Maybe stronger than what was played, because it seems after king h8, queen h4 with the idea of going into f6 is really, really strong. For example, f6 we've got checkmate there, so that's very, very difficult for black to parry. But we have queen takes d6 here, still very difficult for black. Rook e1, and now after queen d4 check, black resigned. He's faced with horrible things here on king g8 in this final position. Then there's rook g3, and black would have to be giving up the queen. Yeah, a nice game from Sveshnikov, showing great attacking prowess and willing to sack a pawn there for great initiative. Hope you enjoyed that one. Comments, questions, likes appreciated. Thanks very much.